Hello, welcome to the HolmFront, where we keep everything objectively subjective. That's the problem with talking before we jump on camera. I'm Tyler, your host, and to my right, as always, is Mitch, my overly artistic friend. Slow it down. Big old controversy happening right now. It's just been going nuts. Then the more information that comes out, the worse it gets.
So we thought it would be funny, in light of Christopher Nolan's highly atypical casting choices for his new Odyssey film, if we just recast it for him to kind of help him out.
Yeah, because why not? It was funny because we were heading up to see Mandalorian and Grogu, and I forgot which one of us brought it up, but we're like, why don't we just recast it? Oh, it's because I thought of a casting choice specifically for Achilles. That's what it was.
That's right. And I was like, let's just recast the whole
whole thing. Why not? So we are going to save the two most controversial choices for the end. Stay tuned.
Of course. I will say some ground rules of some of the parameters we had. So if we were doing this movie officially, or at least if I was doing this movie officially, I would probably just go with an entire Greek cast.
Yeah.
I would just find nothing but Greek actors. So, But we didn't do that. What we did this time was we just picked actors who we felt like had the kind of acting range and the kind of on-screen presence that's needed for the characters that they're supposed to play.
Naturally.
That's which is clearly the parameters for which Nolan and his crew used.
Oh yeah. Of course.
So we feel it's only fair to follow those same parameters.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah.
And
definitely.
remember, of course, that this is all just in good fun. So let us know if you like our picks, or if you don't, who would you cast for the characters in the Odyssey? There's probably tons of other actors we didn't think of. There's some of our favorites on the list just because they're our favorite actors.
Right.
So obviously we had to include them somehow.
They still fit.
Yeah.
They're our favorite because they would fit.
Yes.
But that's because they'd fit wherever you put them. So.
All right. So let's kick things off with Odysseus, who was the most, even when the movie was first announced, I was like, Matt Damon is not a good choice for this kind of role. He just doesn't feel like he's from the time.
No.
He feels like a contemporary American man.
Right.
Get him out of here.
They really should have watched Last Duel, the Ridley Scott film, and been like,
I know.
That's not it. We got to pick someone else. So I would have picked Driver from that. He was great.
Yes.
But yeah, not bad. Matt Damon, bad choice. Great actor, bad choice.
Okay, so who are we going to cast to play Odysseus, our leading man?
I would have just started with Henry Cavill. I'd been like, look, he's not quite old, but he's getting to that point. He's younger than Matt Damon.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a lot of gravitas and a lot of charm.
He's clearly got the body for it, because he's supposed to be this epic hero character.
Yep. So I would throw Henry Cavill in there.
I would have been hesitant with Henry Cavill, but after seeing him in The Witcher, I was like, wow, he can do a totally different look. So
he's got some range.
I think he has the range. He can make that happen.
Yep.
Some alternates we had were Gerard Butler, if you want to go more in the old Damon range.
Right. But if you're thinking, like I was thinking more tongue-in-cheek, he's done 300. So like if we just put him back in the role, there is a joke pick to it, but he can act, so it would still be good.
Yeah.
It's a little more dramatic for sure. He's not quite, like, he doesn't have the range of a dramatic actor.
Yeah.
But he would be more of like, I don't know, it would be kind of on the nose, but whatever.
I feel like Gerard Butler does have a great dramatic performance in him, and he just never takes on the movie to do that. He's just like, let me do some action junk. And it's like,
well, he did like Law-Abiding Citizen, but I mean,
yeah,
it's a lot darker of a tone.
But I think another good alternate would actually be Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
He's very charismatic. And he has a good sense of like raw, like humility and humanity to him, right? Sure. Like it's very easy to feel bad or feel the plight of a Chris Pratt character.
That's fair.
And so I feel like he would make for good Odysseus starting out, seeing him like trapped in this terrible situation. It's not horribly terrible, but it's terrible in some sense.
Sure.
And then his journey to go back home. I think you could rally behind that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so next would be Penelope, who is Odysseus' wife, right?
Yes.
So I've not read the Odyssey.
Mm-hmm. I have, but I'm not super familiar with this story. It's been a while.
We also, we're not recasting the whole thing. Just the ones we thought would be a better pick than the ones we know about.
Yeah.
So,
which ended up being all of it, except for pretty much this one, which is Penelope.
Thought Anne Hathaway was a great job. Yeah, great choice.
Which is interesting because I actually don't like Anne Hathaway that much as an actress, but when I saw her in the trailers, I was like, you know what? I'm kind of holding it. She could do this. I think this is a good role for her. So she's the one person I'm most interested to see in this movie because I just feel like she carries with her. Like, she seems to understand I'm in the world of The Odyssey.
Right. I'm not.
No one else does.
Right. Matt Damon's like, I'm Matt Damon. I was like, dude.
I'm being serious. And it's like,
do something else, man.
No.
Okay. So then we have Calypso.
This is the other one that's kind of maybe we keep the same.
Right. Because it's Charlize Theron, which we thought was a good choice.
Considering what the character is, because the character...
The goddess, right?
Yeah, it's a goddess who kind of has Odysseus trapped as like her plaything, I guess. I don't want to get too much into it, but that's the premise, basically. She's keeping him trapped
Lucky man.
for her own benefit.
Uh-huh.
And then he has to find a way to get away from her. So yeah, Charlize Theron. I mean, Charlize Theron has such great range. She can do quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy with that. Another interesting option, though, would have been Vanessa Kirby. Because she is like...
Who would you would know from like Fantastic Four? She played in Mission Impossible, right? Was that her?
Yeah. And she was also in, I can't remember the name of the movie now, but it was some drama, and she's like a babysitter or something like that. And there's like this whole courtroom sequence.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly, she has like this 20-minute scene where she's just like being grilled. There's like a sample of it on Netflix. I was just like, oh my gosh, I couldn't even watch it. I mean, I want to watch it at some point, but I was just like, anytime I skim by, I'm like, that just seems like such a gritty performance. I'm going to need to be in the right mood for that.
Fair.
So yeah, I thought she might be a good alternate.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So moving on. We're now at Telemachus, which...
He's the son.
He's the son of Odysseus and Penelope.
Yes.
So this is Tom Holland, by the way, that's playing in there. And look, Tom Holland is a good actor. I think he does pretty good with Spider-Man. I don't think I've seen him in too much else. I can't think of anything else I've seen him in. I think he played in Uncharted with Mark Wahlberg, but I didn't even bother to go watch that.
It's just so boy.
Yeah, which is weird because I think he's in his like late 20s, is he not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I understand why they picked him because he looks really young.
Yeah,
I didn't feel like I thought he fit as well as Matt Damon does for Odysseus. So
yeah, in the way that Matt Damon feels like an American man, Tom Holland feels like a British man,
right?
In this, so like if you're carrying that energy
Greek
with
story.
you have to convey Greek energy in some way,
Which Gerard Butler did decently for 300, even though he's not at all Greek.
Yeah,
the point is like, can you bring this performance to screen? People like Matt Damon. It's not working out. It's not working out. Tom Holland, same problem.
Yeah.
And so we decided that we would just try and find a new face for that. We just say, hey, let's just look outside the box here.
Yeah, because if you're casting, we got this big movie. We've got a lot of big names attached to it.
Right. We can
Let's
afford
get someone new, a fresh face. That will help. I always like it that way when you have a mixture. Because when Nolan just likes to stack everybody with like people you know. And then he's not really like an actor's director. Like he's a story kind of director. He's just like, here's the vision
concept.
of the story. Or concept. Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to actors, like he's not going to get this like super interesting performance out of them. So he's just like, well, let's just throw a high caliber actor and let them do all the work.
Right.
And it's like, So like we thought we would get a new face in there to kind of mix it up to sort of create a blend.
Agreed.
And new faces in general, because again, going back to the premise of you would just cast a bunch of Greek actors, probably a lot of them not as well known,
right? To
just create the authenticity of the piece, but whatever.
Depends on how authentic you're going to be, but whatever.
Yeah. So we also thought this was an interesting point because it was hard to come up with young faces. We kept going to like Timothée Chalamet, but he's not even that young. He's 30. And it's like, where are all our young actors? Like, what's going on with that? How come we don't have 20-something-year-olds playing in movies?
Yeah, you'd have to pull them from somewhere else, like a Disney or something that hires young actors on a regular basis and see if you could find some talent there.
Yeah, maybe it's just not what I watch anymore, I guess. That might be the problem.
Could be. Yeah, it's the you problem. Okay, so then next we would jump into Zeus.
Yeah, so let's go through the gods.
Right.
So who do we have for Zeus?
Well, I guess we did one. We did Calypso already, but whatever. So Zeus would be either Mel Gibson, which I thought bringing him back out would be fun because he's got kind of that wild, crazy energy that you would need from a Greek god, especially Zeus, he's got a
both on and off the screen.
Exactly, got a tainted reputation, both sides. So like he'd fit. The other one is kind of a tongue-in-cheek one, specifically because of what this movie references or what the previous film references, something from this book. And that would be Brad Pitt because he played Achilles in the movie Troy.
Yeah.
Very well, actually. I thought he was like, man, they did a great job.
He's just peak alpha male.
Right.
That's
he's
what you
got
want for
this
Achilles.
young arrogance. So he's got
great
like
warrior buff.
Right. He's got the presence, and so he portrays that like kind of Greek god energy, or like the mythic figures that we conceptualize from them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, aside from like the arrogance that came from the character Achilles, so I was like, well, it'd be fun to be like tongue in cheek about this, and make him Zeus. You already did his audition in a whole movie, which is actually a pretty good movie. I'd recommend.
Yeah,
but
yeah, that one's awesome. Yeah, so I like both of these, Mel Gibson or Brad Pitt. I'm happy with either.
Sure. The other one I guess we could do is you could pull Gerard Butler in there, but I mean, again, it's a little tongue in cheek. Then depends on if he gets Odysseus or not.
yeah.
Okay, so what do you think of the next one?
So the next one, Poseidon, and we have. So at first I thought
you skipped one.
Oh, I did skip one. I'm sorry.
This was your ideas.
So okay, well, yeah, these are both my picks, I guess. So, so for Athena, we went with Natalie Portman. Here's the thing with Natalie Portman is I know there's like she's in like Star Wars is like what's her name, the
Amidala?
Queen Amidala or whatever, and it's like, oh, this is a terrible performance or whatever. But like Portman is a great actress. Like go watch Black Swan again, and you will be reminded of like how great of an actress she is.
Well, go watch anything she's done aside of Star Wars. Like she even did some performances before Star Wars that she's excellent. Like the Professional, excellent performance. She's a child actor in that.
Yeah, and then she's also in one I can't remember, but it's like Going to America or something like that, and she's like this single mom, and she gives birth to a baby. It's a really weird movie, but she's great in it. So yeah, Portman is a super high caliber actress, and she knows how to like bring in a kind of like Athena wise goddess energy. Like she will just, you could cast her as any goddess that you want.
That's fair.
But I just think like I don't need to tell her anything.
Right. You're like,
this is my casting choice.
You're
I don't
Athena.
need to say anything.
She's like,
I can just go. Kind of like a Mel Gibson. You probably wouldn't need to say that much other than to remind him that he has to say his lines. Right. And that's it.
I deserve it. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so the next one's Poseidon. And instinctively, I went with Morgan Freeman. But that's mostly just because I just want an excuse to have Morgan Freeman in the movie.
He's going to narrate it too.
Right. If we have a narrator, Morgan Freeman, because he's the best narrator ever. Do you ever actually, like, when you read books, do you ever, like, pretend there's someone reading it to you?
No. I've never done that, no.
Really?
Have you done that for Morgan Freeman? Is that the point? That's hilarious.
No.
I guess.
Yeah, it's always him. I never have anyone else. Well, it's like, it's usually my internal voice or, like, my writer voice. But it's like, if I'm reading, sometimes I'll come across a book and I'm like, ooh, I feel like I want someone to read this to me. And then it's like, Morgan Freeman's my man. Anyways, then I thought, like, I kind of want Idris Elba instead as my alternate. And so Alba's probably better because Poseidon he's kind of angry in the story. And so he can't just be, like, Morgan Freeman would be too calm and collected, I feel.
Yeah.
So I want someone who feels like they have this rage that's kind of slip out. And Alba is perfect for that.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. Then you have the two kings.
Mm-hmm.
One's Agamemnon or something, and I forget the other one's name.
Yeah.
But we just thought, well, whatever. We don't have to name names. We'll just choose the two.
Yeah.
And then just kind of...
We'll have them audition and see where they land.
And then we'll just ask them, well, which king do you want to be? I think Agamemnon would be Jeff Bridges, personally. Because the other one would be Willem Dafoe.
So this is our personal pick, the Willem Dafoe. Because I don't think people would really think to do that, but Willem Dafoe is in our movie. If we get to make a movie, he's the first actor we're asking.
We'll be like, please come. Please be a part of our movie. And he'd probably be like, sure. All right.
I've been watching some old movies like from the 80s, and Dafoe is like in all of them. He just keeps showing up. And I'm going through these movies just like being reminded of how amazing of an actor he is.
He's great.
Yeah. He's great in everything he does. And like he usually is a little bit over dramatic, but like how apropos for this kind of a movie. Yeah. Like a big expressive, like kind of like a Shakespearean thing. Like he could bring some real gravitas to his character. So, and he'd love it. He'd have so much fun.
And then somewhere in the movie, he would just say, Godspeed, Spider-Man. It doesn't have to fit. It just, we want him to say it. Okay,
so now suitors.
The suitors, yeah. So are these after Penelope in the book?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
So Odysseus has been gone a while, so they're trying to woo her.
Okay.
I don't know how many they're going to go with. And this is always the problem in the book, too, is that this is the part which I kind of stop reading because it's just so long and I'm so just worn out at that point. It just tries my patience too much.
Right.
So I don't know how many suitors we need, but we have a couple picks to throw at you.
Sure.
So what's your first one?
So the first one that I chose, and I'm not sure how well this would fit, but his name is Jensen Ackles. He plays in Supernatural.
Okay.
He's Dean, the brother Dean in that show. And then he plays in The Boys, and he's Soldier Boy in there.
Yeah.
Those who know him. Those who don't, he's like one of those that if you know his stuff, like Jensen Ackles, but he's not someone that's been around.
Yeah.
And so not a lot of people know who he is unless you've seen Supernatural, The Boys.
Yeah.
But in those communities, he's really big. He's really popular. But he's kind of like this. He's got like this all-American vibe to him too, and so it makes me wonder how well he would fit.
Well, we're gonna have to, give him a hair, dress him up.
Right, exactly. Maybe tan him up a little bit and give him some blonde
Greekify
and stuff.
him,
Exactly. And then you had an idea.
Yeah, I was thinking David. How do I say his last name?
It's like Dust Malkin.
Dust Malkin, something like that.
Uh-huh.
So you've seen this actor even if you don't recognize the name because he's in a ton of movies, but he's always a side character.
Right.
So he is in Dune. In the first one, he plays the Mentat for the Baron.
That's
and
right.
So he's the character
dies
who's
at
like,
the end.
Yeah, he's like, don't be so certain it's an act of love, right? And then it's like he gets chokes from the poison.
Right.
So he plays that guy, but he's also in Blade Runner 2049. He's the what's it called? He's doing the autopsy for the body they dig up.
Yes.
And so he makes the Snyder remark, the like prejudice remark towards the android people. I forget what they're called in that. And so yeah, he's that guy. He gets killed in that movie too. And then he had a leading role in Late Night with the Devil.
Right.
And that was his first leading role, if I remember right. But he's been in tons of movies. He's always a side character. And I don't
got
know.
this like sniveling, kind of, I don't know, conniving nature to him.
Yes, he's usually playing like the sneaky characters. So we thought he would be good for that. But I would have to ask him because I don't want to keep throwing him into the side character role. But maybe that's what he enjoys doing.
We'll give him Odysseus. That's fine.
I mean, honestly,
maybe
I wouldn't be opposed to having him audition.
Sure.
We'd have to dress him up because he always has that like super jet black hair.
Right.
And then he's just kind of like he always plays the the evil characters. So it's like he's been typecast.
He's typecast for sure. Yeah.
But it it's just kind of like Sean Bean. Like he's always
Sean
evil.
Bean would be a great Odysseus.
That would be fun.
That would be.
He could be a good character.
We would just
who doesn't die.
He couldn't do the movie. He'd be like, that would break my contract. I'm sorry. I can't live through a whole film. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
I did a season for Game of Thrones. I'm not doing a film.
We'll change the ending. Odysseus.
There you go.
Actually, I'm not sure if he lives or dies at the end. I think he lives though, but
I haven't read it. Okay, so
if he dies, we're going to Sean Bean.
So let's go. Should we do Achilles or Helena Troy first?
Yeah, so we're gonna do the two controversial ones. I say we got Achilles down the line, so let's do it that. So our choice is Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, naturally. In fact, we're going to recast the whole film with Pedro Pascal. It would just be him playing everyone. It'll be a little difficult in places. We're going to have to dress him up for Helena Troy, but
interesting experimental
he could
movie.
do it.
It's like the movie is an experiment to see how much range
Pedro
Pascal has.
Which is none. But we're going to test his limits here.
Yeah. Okay, so no, for real, who are we thinking for Achilles?
So this is what started the whole thing. I remember sitting in the car. It's just like we were discussing Lupita Nyong'o, I think. And I was just like, I just fixed their movie. It's like I recast one person, just fixed it. Because I was thinking about Dune. I was like, there's a character in there that I didn't think was going to have the gravitas that it took to play the character he was playing.
Yeah.
But then I watched the movie and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy brought it.
Yeah.
And that was Austin Butler. Austin Butler would play Achilles. He's got that like sharp, angular face.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the body for it, obviously. But then outside of that, he's got kind of this like arrogant air to him, which is why he's played people like Elvis and why he played, I forget the character's name in Dune. But like he's got that presence.
Oh, Fade
Ratha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that he's got that presence that would just kind of be he just takes the screen whenever he's there.
Yeah.
And like, I just think that he would be a perfect choice for Achilles.
Yeah.
And I think he's a great predecessor for Brad Pitt.
Mhm.
He's kind of in that vein. So I was like, perfect. Why don't we just, because he's not quite like Pretty Boy, but he's got enough of that in there that it would translate well, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'd be interested to bring him in, talk to him, have him audition. We came up with a couple alternates that I think after we suggested those, like at first I was like, yeah, Butler sounds great. And then you suggested some alternates and I was like,
I suggested one,
better.
you suggested the third, yeah.
Yeah. So the other two were Alexander Skarsgård,
who plays in The Northman.
Yeah.
And then he played in a Tarzan film.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
He definitely has the Achilles look.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's a larger-than-life character for sure.
Yeah. And then my other choice was young Macaulay Culkin. So what we have to do is go back in time.
Got to get him.
After he does Home Alone.
Right.
And then...
Got to bring him back. Be like, hey.
We could just do actual Macaulay Culkin. You know what? I wonder if Elliot Page is bigger and tougher. I kind of wonder, because Macaulay Culkin is a really scrawny, small individual.
A wiry dude.
Because I saw him somewhat recently. I mean, not in like real life, but he was in like a skit on YouTube, and I was like, "Whoa, like it's something, man."
Yeah,
grab
you a burger, brother. Okay.
No, my other alternate would be Aaron Taylor Johnson. Although now that I've said it, I kind of want Macaulay Culkin to play one of the suitors. That would be fun.
Actually, or his brother. His brother would do a great job.
Yeah, actually, Kieran Culkin would be good. We could also do. I wonder. Could we do a Culkin for Telemachus?
I think we should just do all Culkins. Yeah. It's just all of them. How many other brothers do you got? Let's bring them all. Yeah, so Aaron Taylor Johnson, who famously played Craven.
Okay, I get that was a terrible movie.
Terrible.
But like he was also in what was that? Nosferatu.
He was.
Yeah,
he did an actually good job.
Yeah, so he can act. That's definitely not the issue. So I think very much. I think among the three, he's the one who looks the most like I would envision Achilles.
Okay.
So that's why my lean goes to him. But
fair enough.
Yeah. No, I mean you have a good case for Austin Butler.
Okay, so last and not least, Helena Troy.
Yeah. So we have like a real one and a funny one. I mean, they're both real.
The funny one,
but one is funnier
fit,
than the other.
But it would be way too on the nose.
Yeah.
And that would be Sydney Sweeney.
Which, see, casting her now makes it funny.
Right.
But had we just cast her from the beginning, it would have been fine.
Sure.
Nobody would have complained.
Yeah.
Because she obviously could play a Helen of Troy.
Right. Yeah, because you're just supposed to have this, like, surpassing beauty, right? That's what caused this war in the first place.
Right. So, you just find the most beautiful woman, quote unquote, by popular opinion in contemporary times. And that would be her. It's someone who can act, that is.
Yeah, and I think she can act from what I've seen of her.
Yeah, she definitely can.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think she would play a fine Helena Troy.
Mm-hmm. But I also came up with another one, which I thought was pretty
I think this one's
much,
much better choice, for sure.
So my pick is Haley Steinfeld. If you don't know who she is, she was the kid in True Grit, the remake. She was also in Sinners, and she was...
the female lead in that one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
Or one of. It's kind of hard.
She's one of the brothers' exes or something, yeah.
Yeah. She's like an ex to one of the brothers.
Yeah.
So, but she, I think, could really, really handle it. I've not seen her in like a leading performance that much, other than, I guess, True Grit, but that's such a different role to what she'd be doing here.
That was a long time ago. That was like 2012 or something.
Yeah.
Significantly younger. But she has that young look to her, but she also has some gravitas.
Mm-hmm. And she has elegance that she can carry with her.
She does have a lot of elegance.
She's got like the long, flowy hair. We got to change her hair color because I think Helena Troy is supposed to be like blonde or red.
That's how she's depicted in Troy, but I don't know what the book says. But I mean, they're Greek and Trojan, so whatever that realm of the world looks like, I have no idea.
Yeah, because she has naturally like kind of dark chestnut hair.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's like you need a gorgeous, competent actress.
Right.
Like,
who's relatively young.
Who's going to like walk into a room and like command the attention of everybody. That's what the character needs to do. So I just feel like
Kieran Culkin could play Paris. Or Macaulay, actually, for that matter. It'd have to be someone that Helena Troy would fall for, but
yes,
that might work.
I don't see Haley Steinfeld falling for Culkin, but what do I know?
Fair. Fair. I mean, they have Robert Pattinson as one of the suitors. I would probably.
It's so weird.
It's such a bad choice.
Like, he's too big, rugged, and buff, and he's too like.
He has too much of a.
Such an overly serious actor.
Right. He doesn't have that conniving look to him.
He's kind of like, okay, this is something of a slight. I do like Robert Pattinson as an actor.
Yeah,
I'm very interested to see his movies. I'm always interested, and I do think he has some real talent. But sometimes he gives off this energy of something that Timothée Chalamet just does naturally.
Oh, I see.
Where it's like Pattinson's trying to be something he isn't. And Timothée Chalamet is like, I'm just that. And he adopts it so much in his head. It's like he just miraculously has the gift of not being able to like lose himself. Like when this movie stops, he can stop and be a normal person again.
Okay.
But like Chalamet just disappears. He just like molds his face in his
like
language.
a new Oldman almost, yeah.
Yeah, he's just like Gary Oldman, where he's just like everything gets contorted into the character, and so you just forget that it's him. Yeah, but Pattinson can't really do that. He has
weird casting for this movie. So weird.
Yeah,
and I remember thinking, Matt Damon as Odysseus. I don't know this story that well, but that's a weird choice. That's a really weird choice. And then I heard more and more and more. I was like, who cast this? Like,
It's
why did
so
Nolan?
bizarre.
Why are you saying yes? Why did you say that this is okay? You should have been in that room with them and like, what do you? No, you're fired. Get out. I'm gonna get someone better casting.
Yeah, obviously people have the most issues with Helena Troy and especially Achilles, and like, you know, those are very political casting. I don't think you could say that they're not, but either way, it's just like. Our point is more that the whole cast is bad, apart from Anne Hathaway. And that's like
it started with Matt Damon.
Yeah, it's like, and we said that back when we first reviewed the teaser. We were like, "Oh, Matt Damon, why him? All right,
this is bad."
But that was under the presumption that he was going to be the only weird casting choice. So I was like, "Well, maybe with everyone around him, he'll kind of just carry along, and it'll be okay." But then it's like they just went casting choice after casting choice after casting choice, and it's like, what are we doing? And it just feels like he just goes through and picks like whoever's hot and new right now. And that was part of the reason why I picked Haley Steinfeld as well. I was like, fine, you want someone hot and new? There's Haley Steinfeld. She was just in Sinners. That was a huge hit. Like everybody saw her. She's like
clearly competent, clearly talented, clearly beautiful.
She has a lot of great talent. We saw that all the way back in True Grit. So let's give her a movie. There you go. There's your front-facing, like, here's the attention-grabbing person. Or Sydney Sweeney, who's also a good actress. Also quite beautiful, perfectly fits in that role. There you go. And then it's like, and then he just goes off rails. He's just like, well, let's just do anybody who's like remotely new. And it's like, well, let's do Mel Gibson. Let's do Natalie Portman. I haven't seen her in a while. Like, let's give her a cool role she could do. And now I don't get to see Natalie Portman as Athena.
Or Willem Dafoe as the king.
And that is the biggest.
Or Idris Elba. Austin Butler. It's like, yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed in the movie that never was going to get made. Maybe it will. Now,
maybe this is a bad activity
this is
to
just
do.
Further disappointment. That's all it is. And that's the thing. That's what's so funny to me is over this process, which we started, a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, you never had a problem with casting.
Not really. Yeah.
And it's only recently that some of it's starting to bother you. Like this one, I think, is probably the most dramatic for you. It's just like,
yeah.
Yeah,
none of it works.
Oh, no.
I think what's got me to change my stance on that is I've just been watching a lot more movies and talking about them, and naturally the subject of acting has come up more frequently. And so I've been more like paying attention to it, I guess, and been like, oh yeah, here's some nuanced things that are relevant. I guess usually you just take the movie at face value and it's just kind of like, all right, well, that's the character they're playing and I'm just going to interpret it the way they present it. But when you get something like this, The Odyssey, it's like, well, there are assumptions about these characters that already exist. So if the actor doesn't have that, then it's kind of like, what are we doing here?
Right. Yeah. Point well made. Get in there.
I agree. Again, what are your casting choices? What do you think of our list? Any changes you would make? I'm sure there's a ton of actors that would be perfect. We just didn't think of.
Yeah. This was just us sitting in a car brainstorming for an hour while we were driving to a movie. So. Yeah.
And let us know if you have Morgan Freeman read books to you. I don't want to be alone in that. If you haven't, you should.
Now that you've said it, I probably will. It's probably going to happen.
It's the
now.
best.
Just
I highly recommend. Have him read the Odyssey to you.
Yeah, if anything, that would be a perfect choice. Yeah, maybe we'll just get rid of everybody. The movie's just going to be Morgan Freeman reading the book. It'll just be one of those like TV specials where it zooms on him.
He's sitting by
on a chair by the fireplace.
Yeah, in a lounge chair. And now the Odyssey.
The Odyssey by Homer.
By Homer. Chapter 1. He just goes through.
There, now I just want to watch that. Anyway, thank you for joining us. See you next time. So you made it to the end of the video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear what you thought.